Hello students, so we have a paragraph type question now based on momentum and energy conservation. We have a block over here of mass m which is lying on a smooth ground. By a string, this another particle of mass m is connected to the block. The string has length L and is shorter than the height of the block so that the particle can never strike the ground. The system is released from this position shown. So we have to calculate the speed of the block as a function of theta, and we have to calculate the normal reaction offered by the ground on the wedge as a function of theta. Okay, so first of all we draw the FBD at some angle theta when the string is already turned by angle theta. First of all we'll draw the initial position. So this is your ground. So this is the block and the particle in initial position. If you look at the center of mass, the center of mass will be somewhere over here, right? The line of COM will be somewhere over here. This is the center of mass of the block. This is the particle. So the center of mass will lie at the center at this position. Okay, and obviously there is no horizontal external force involved, so the center of mass will remain, will not move horizontally, it will only move vertically. Okay, now after some time the string would have come down by some angle with the horizontal. Let's say this angle is theta. So as the string is coming down, the block will also move forward because the center of mass should remain on the same x coordinate. It should move only along vertical direction, right? So this is the center of the block, this is the particle, so the center of mass will lie between them like this. Okay, it is still on the same red line. So now what is the height by which the particle has descended? This height will be equal to L sine theta. Okay, now let the block has velocity v1 and the particle with respect to the block, the particle is performing circular motion, the block will be fixed. Okay, the particle will be performing circular motion, correct? So the particle when at this position, when the particle is at angle theta, that the particle has relative velocity v relative. This is the velocity of the particle with respect to block. Okay, so the velocity of particle with respect to block v relative will be like this. Okay, and I'll draw a magnified version of v relative. It will be making angle theta with the vertical. Okay, so when you talk about the velocity of particle, what will it be actually equal to? V relative plus velocity of block. This is the actual velocity of particle in the ground frame. So we calculate that. So V relative will be, write this in vector form. So x component will be minus V relative sine theta I cap, and y component will be minus V relative cos theta j cap. And velocity of block is what? Along positive x axis. So that will be simply v1 I cap. Okay, so we have this to be equal to v1 minus v relative sine theta I cap minus v relative cos theta j cap. This is the velocity of the particle with respect to ground. Now all we have to do is apply energy conservation. So initially in the initial position there was no kinetic energy, particle was over here, so it had only potential energy. So we apply energy conservation now. Initial potential energy mgl sine theta will be equal to final kinetic energy. So for the block mv1 square by 2 plus for the particle m by 2. Find the resultant velocity, so you just square them. So v1 minus v relative sine theta whole square plus v relative cos theta whole square. Simplify this, m will get cancelled out and take 2 on the other side. So 2 gl sine theta will be equal to v1 square plus v1 square minus 2 v1 v relative sine theta plus v relative square sine square theta plus v relative square cos square theta So basically here sin square theta plus cos square theta will add up. So you will be left with v relative square. Okay. Now we have this equation with v1 and v relative. We need one more equation with v1 and v relative. What will that be? So we apply momentum conservation. The system is having no external force along horizontal, center of mass is not moving along horizontal, so the net velocity of center of mass along horizontal should be 0. So momentum of block along x-axis mv1 plus momentum of particle along x-axis m times this velocity m v1 minus v relative sine theta should be 0. So from here I get v1 will be equal to 2v1 will be v relative sine theta. In the question we have to calculate speed of the block, right? So we have to calculate v1. So v relative is what? 2v1 by sine theta. We will put that over here. So 2gl sine theta is equal to v1 square, basically actually 2v1 square, okay, minus 2v1 v relative is, or v relative sine theta is 2v1 times 2v1 plus v relative square will be 4v1 square by sine square theta. Okay, so 2gl sine theta is equal to v1 square 4 by sine square theta minus 2. So from here I will obtain v1 will be equal to root of 2gl sine cube theta divided by, even 2 will get cancelled out, divided by 2 minus sine square theta. Okay, we made a mistake. Theta is the angle made by the string with the downward vertical. So I need to convert sine theta into cos theta basically. Okay. Uh, Sine theta is basically cos theta dash. But now theta dash is actually what is given in the question. Okay. So v1 will be root of gl cos cube theta dash divided by 2 minus sine square theta dash. Now this 2 can be written as what? 1 plus 1. So 1 minus sine square will be cos square. So, oh, sorry. This will be 1 plus 1 minus cos square theta dash, right? So 1 minus cos square will be sine square. So 1 plus sine square theta dash. So here we have to do what? Right, GL, divide the numerator and denominator by cos square theta. So in the numerator you are left with cos theta dash, and 1 by cos square will be sec square theta plus sine by cos will be tan square theta. Now sec square theta will be 1 plus tan square theta. So you get this to be equal to GL cos theta dash divided by 1 plus 2 tan square theta dash. So you get option C to be the correct option. Now they are asking what is the normal reaction offered by the ground onto the wedge. So let's come back to the system over here. So in this position we draw the FBD of the two. First of all we draw the FBD of the block. So for the block, string is in this position and this is the angle theta actually, okay, right, this is the angle theta dash. So the tension will be acting on the block in this direction, normal force from the ground like this, mg like this. So T cos theta plus mg should be equal to n along the y-axis, and T sin theta should be equal to ma1. A1 is the acceleration of the block. Okay, right. Now with respect to block, the other particle is performing circular motion, right? It is performing circular motion, and this is your angle theta dash. I forget to write theta dash because so this is theta dash. Theta dash is the part of the question, okay, right? So this is theta dash. because by mistake I had taken theta in the beginning itself, so we have to use that. Now with respect to block, the particle is having velocity v relative like this, okay. But if you talk about the forces on the particle, so we have mg, then we have tension, and the block is having acceleration in this direction, so there will be a pseudo force on the block in this direction. This is your pseudo force, okay. Or let's draw it on this side. This is your pseudo force, right? So now with respect to block, I draw the FBD again. So here I have tension MA1 is equal to T sine theta. So here I have T sine theta dash or T cos theta right now. For now we'll write down this is T cos theta. Okay. T cos theta is T sine theta dash. We'll replace the parameters later on. Then we have mg sine theta. Sorry, this is mg cos theta. And here we have mg sine theta. Okay. Now, towards the center, centripetal force will be how much? T plus component of T cos theta is how much? T cos square theta minus mg sine theta. This is what? This is equal to m v relative square by L. Now what is v relative square? So v relative is 2v1 by sine theta. So this is T 1 plus cos square theta minus mg sine theta is equal to m by L 2v1 squared 4v1 squared by sine square theta. Okay. So we replace v1 now. So t1 plus cos square theta will be mg sine theta plus, I have taken mg sine theta on the other side, plus m by L 4 sine square theta in denominator, and finally I take v1 square. So v1 square will be equal to this value, gl sine cube theta by 2 minus sine square theta, gl sine cube theta by 2 minus sine square theta, and we just need to now simplify this term and everything. Okay, so we have to find t eventually. So this will be equal to mg sine theta, we take common 1 plus 4, L is getting cancelled out over here, and sine square, sine gone. So mg sine theta is taken. So we have 4 divided by 2 minus sine square theta. Now 2 minus sine square theta could be written as 1 plus 1 minus sine square theta. So 1 minus sine square theta is, again we have already done this, is equal to cos square theta. Okay. So we have finally t will be equal to, this is t 1 plus cos square theta. So we have t is equal to mg sine theta phi plus cos square theta by 1 plus cos square theta whole square. This is the tension P. Okay. And remember one thing, that we had to interchange theta and theta dash. So we have to replace sine theta with cos theta dash, and we have to replace cos theta with sine theta dash. So this will be equal to mg cos theta dash phi plus cos square, sorry, sine square theta dash divided by 1 plus sine square theta dash whole square. Okay. And finally we come to the normal force. So normal force is t cos theta dash plus mg. Normal force is equal to t cos theta dash plus mg. So this is equal to mg cos square theta dash phi plus sine square theta dash upon 1 plus sine square theta dash whole square plus mg, and we need to simplify this now. Or I guess we don't need to, because if we take mg common, then we will get cos square phi plus sine square upon 1 plus sine square. So cos square phi plus sine square upon 1 plus sine square, yes, option B will be correct answer.